For those of you that are wondering why I'm still wearing this shirt, I lost a bet with my friend over who could eat the most Roy oysters in 30 seconds. I thought I could eat more than him, but all I really got was humiliation and about 24 hours perched over the porcelain altar. So you're going to be seeing this shirt for a long, long time to come, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's not what I was here to talk about, because this doesn't matter. I don't even change my pants. Hell, I wear the same socks for weeks. I'd stopped showering about 2 months ago. You're probably getting a bit more information than you need about my personal life here, but I'm an open book. Now anyway, I'm here to talk about being offended and people being offended by things you say. Maybe you even being offended by something someone else has said. I'm sure you guys have been offended once or twice in your lives. You'll be listening to something and you'll go, wow, I'm really offended by what he just said. Or maybe you even said it to somebody. Wow, hey, that's really offensive, man. I just gotta tell you, that is really, really offensive. Am I really supposed to care? I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but am I really supposed to care? I'm not just trying to sound like one of those people that just lets everything roll and fly away like water off a duck's back. I'm not trying to be Mr. Cool Customer, not giving a fuck about people's emotions or feelings, but am I really, really supposed to care when somebody says that something I said offended them? Let's look at this from a practical point of view, okay? What do they usually want out of you? An apology. They want you to apologize for the thing you said. And what will that do? I mean, I already said the damn thing. I've already offended you. I've already hurt you. You already feel hurt enough to ask me for an apology. But what's the apology going to do? Make you feel better? Chances are I'll probably say something else that'll offend you 10 times worse than that just out of spite, because that's just the kind of nice guy I am. Or if I don't feel like being especially mean, chances are I will inadvertently say something else that will offend you anyway. Because if you're the type of person to actually stop a conversation and say, whoa, that's offensive, then something else is probably going to come up that offends you. So it's just going to be an endless cycle of apology after apology. So I might want to write up a nice long, just like get one of those 80-page notebooks and fill it with apology notes. You know, yeah, here you go. I'm sorry. Yeah, yep, I'm sorry. There, okay, that's number 2. I'm sorry. I got 78 more to go. I guess we can talk for another. It makes no sense to me to have to stop and apologize for offending somebody with something you say. Is that so wrong? Can somebody tell me why you need to apologize for everything you said? First of all, what if the thing you said wasn't even all that offensive? I mean, plenty of times I've told stories to friends of mine about things that I've said that somebody's called offensive and made a huge stink over. And their reaction is generally, that's not even offensive at all. I mean, what the hell were they thinking? They called that offensive? So what if it was only offensive to you? Maybe a couple of, but let's just say for all intents and purposes, you gave a poll to 10 people, and one of them came back saying it was offensive, and the other 9 said, no, get the fuck out of here, what the hell are you talking about? Just as a what if. Because it seems to me that I should not have to censor myself or limit what I say just because I might just hurt your feelings. I don't aim to hurt people's feelings with the things I say. I don't aim to offend people. I'm not somebody that looks to offend people. I say what I mean. I say what I feel. I say I offer my opinions. And some people might be offended by those. But me apologizing for those is basically me saying, I'm allowing you to control my speech. I'm allowing you to control my opinions and my thoughts. Happy birthday. I'm not like that. The other day I was at the store with a buddy of mine. I was buying, the essentials, ice cream, milk, and some fabric softener for a nice fabric softener shake. You have to use the Snuggle brand for it to really, really taste good. And we were talking about something we saw online. It was a picture with words over it. I think you youngsters out there are calling them memes or something these days. But it was about religion, and we were laughing about it. I had my little phone out here. I was going to use it for a prop, but whatever. I was reading it on my phone, and the guy behind us taps us on the shoulder, goes, could you please stop talking about that? What you're saying right now is really offensive, and some people might not want to hear it. We weren't swearing, we weren't cursing, we weren't putting down minorities, we weren't making any racial slurs, we were just talking about this picture. I can't actually remember what the picture was now, that might help, but do know that we weren't saying anything that could be considered highly, highly offensive and or defamatory or derogatory. It was just your average anti-religion picture. And I say, there's 3 people online here, you're the only one here, which means you're the only one offended, or something to that effect. Oh, could you please stop talking about it? It really offends me, and you need to respect my wishes. First of all, dude, I don't even know you. I don't know what your wishes are. I don't know a single thing about you. So how am I supposed to respect your wishes if I don't even know them? And second of all, we're going to be online here for approximately 2 more minutes. So you're telling me you can't stand there and tune us out for 2 minutes while we scan our shit and walk out the door? Are you really, really that anal uptight? And the answer is yes. Most people who will stop a conversation just to tell you that they're offended are that anal, and they'll demand an apology. So basically, in the end, before we got up to be next in line, he said, look, all I want is an apology. I said, you're not getting one. What don't you understand? I should not have to limit. We were just sitting here reading something and trading a few words about what we feel about religion. You were not involved in this conversation. And that's even worse, by the way. The kind of people that say they're offended by something that they've eavesdropped off you. I say, hey cousin, don't listen to us. Act like you never heard it. What's the point of wasting our time by turning your head and going, that's offensive, that's offensive, that's so offensive, and get that shit out of here. Just go on about your day. Because you're wasting my time, you're wasting your time, and you are achieving nothing. I'm not going to feel happy about this. My morale will not be boosted. I'm not going to feel extra peppy in my day by knowing that I apologize to somebody who didn't even need to take the time out of their day to stop and tell me I offended them when they could have just kept on going. So, I guess from here, the obvious question is to you, the UT freaks, the Undertaker freaks. I probably shouldn't use that anymore. But, do you care if you offend somebody with what you say? What is your limit? Because obviously there's a limit, but that limit, for me personally, would be things like things that I would never say to begin with, like racial slurs or slurs against minorities in general. Those are things I wouldn't say, so those are off the table. But what is your limit, and do you feel the need to apologize when you offend somebody, when somebody actually says, I'm offended, and do you care? I would like to know. And one more thing. Am I really a huge asshole for generally not caring when somebody says that I've offended them? And am I too far off by thinking that most of them are uptight? Obviously, every situation is different, so I'm sure every situation and scenario will be played out in the comments. I'm eager to figure out what you have to say about this. Undertaker freaks. Oh, it just makes me so happy to say. Oh, I'm gonna go have one of those Snuggle fabric softener smoothies now. Bye-bye.